these are special forecasts, which I'm doing for each star sign. It's going to be using the tea leaves and only the tea leaves. I'm going to do a tea leaf reading for each star sign, having a look at the symbols that turn up for you, sort of as a joint venture to show you exactly how a tea leaf reading works, and also because you guys seem to enjoy the tea leaf so much. What I usually do is if someone wants a tea leaf reading, I recommend a tea leaf and tarot reading, because the tea leaves are very predictive. They will show you elements coming up in your life, and the tarot reading and oracle reading usually helps to give you guidance and a bit more depth into what these things are that are going to turn up in your life. So the combination is an actual brilliant reading. But anyway, for now, I'm just going to read the tea leaves for you. It's great fun. And you, Taurus, let's take a look at what shows up in your teacup for the next 3 months. Remember, the question that I asked the universe was, what good things are coming up for you? What can you look forward to? What can you be excited to get out of bed in the mornings for? Because I wanted to give some good news for a change. There's enough out there that's not good news, so I want to kind of balance it, right? Now, you'll hear me getting a little bit quiet and drawing out my words as I search through the teacup for particular symbols. I look for symbols that jump out. First off, I see a tiny little arrow pointing to what looks like almost a fork in the road, and then someone sitting staring as if they're driving a car, and a star above that. So that story is definitely a case of you need to make a decision about something in the next 3 months. It is a fork in the road, so it's an either-or decision, a direction to take. But you do feel in control of this decision. You do make the decision. It's not life making the decision for you. And ultimately, that decision which you make guarantees you success. So if you have this kind of decision to make over the next 3 months, don't worry about it, because you're going to be making a good decision either way. Even though at the time it may feel a little difficult because it's one of those either-or decisions. Right now, I'm looking to see what else jumps out in this teacup for you. There's a lot of little symbols. There is a V, which is a victory sign. We've already seen that you're definitely going to do something, make some kind of decision, take some kind of path that is going to end up victorious. Next to it, however, is a little lightning bolt and a little arrow pointing upwards. So it could be a case of there is victory in something, but you could be a bit frustrated or annoyed by what is going on, maybe about having to make the decision, but ultimately you are going to have success. That little arrow points directly upwards. And then it turns right, and then there's a little bird in flight and another V. That's very interesting. So maybe you have a decision to make, and something happens that really annoys you, and it makes you take perhaps a different route, different idea, different turn than what you would have. And this is what leads to success. This is interesting, very interesting. Right, now I'm looking to see what else shows up in this teacup for you. Like I said, lots of little symbols in here. I see a woman with longish hair. She's speaking, and she's speaking to what looks like a chicken. A big chicken. That's interesting. Okay, so the message with that is try not to be a big chicken about something. Okay, that's, I think, you speaking to yourself. And then there's flowers around it as well. So I think you may be feeling that kind of idea, like a little bit chickenish about making a decision. You're a little bit worried about making a decision, but ultimately you are speaking yourself into doing something, into making some kind of decision, or taking some kind of route that will make you happy in the end. So this teacup is full of about decision making. Once I've said that, I see flowers afterwards. So ultimately this will arrive at a happy ending for you. It's full of flowers now that I've said that. Now I'm just seeing flowers. It will have a happy ending, this, but it is you feeling a little bit chicken about making this decision. Now remember, I could possibly be, and I see a music note as well, which also denotes happiness. So that is what's coming at the end of this decision. Remember that right now you may not even be faced with that decision yet. It's happening before the end of April, although some of you might very well already be facing this decision. And I think that point where someone does something that truly annoys you and actually forces you into or pushes you into making that decision, it actually ends up being a really good thing, because ultimately this leads to success. It's possible that you're kind of humming and hawing and thinking about taking the decision one way, and then this situation crops up and you actually make the decision in the other way, because the arrows make a sharp turn all of a sudden. So you were thinking about doing something, thinking maybe that's the choice I should make, and something is kind of going to force you or push you into making another choice, but ultimately that is going to be the good choice. So it's a good reading, definitely interesting and good. There's a little V and a little hedgehog. Once again, this is a case of feeling the need to defend yourself, but ultimately there is victory coming up. So this is like a recurring theme in all the symbols showing up in this teacup. So for you guys, it's definitely there's a choice, there's a decision coming up over the next 3 months. Ultimately, it will bring you great happiness. But the actual making of the decision is not an easy one for you. You're feeling pretty chicken about doing it. Shame. And pretty defensive about doing it as well. But I think you can rest assured that there's going to be some kind of push coming up in the next 3 months that kind of pushes you into the direction to take. And ultimately, it will have a happy ending for you. So that's the main major theme in your teacup. The other star signs have had few different stories, but for you guys there's a predominant story. So I think all of you are going to be facing a version of this story, but know it has a happy ending. I know the universe is going to give you a little bit of a push along somewhere along the line if right now you are hesitating or even not facing up to the fact that a choice or a decision needs to be made. Right, I hope you got the message that you need. Listen to this again over the next 3 months in case this story hasn't actually started unfolding yet, and see if it can give you some guidance. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. If you would like any of those readings I offered at the beginning, the personal, private, soulmate, or subscription to weekly updates for your star sign, please contact me via the links in the description box below. That is via the website. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing, and for those of you that share this video, I truly appreciate it. Those of you that comment, I read every single comment. Thank you very much.